less cold.
and much less cold.
That was exciting.
Oh, that mercy, this is exciting.
Are your arms tired?
I'm exhausted.
Thomas, what do you have to say about it?
Perfectly good.
Well, lose the rod at $125.
What we're going to do today is we're going to make some, we've got some fresh red snappers. We are going to paint them, sear, do a little color on both sides. Then we're going to broil. It's going to be mixed sweet peppers on top, a little bit of rotel tomatoes, garlic, and some lime slices, a little bit of lime juice. To have a little bit of sweet when you're doing fish, we may end up squeezing a little bit of that juice on top because we're only able to get limes and not lemons, which I would prefer the acidity of lemons, but we may be able to counter the limes with a little bit of the orange. A little bit of orange citrus is always good and on fish, and you can use the zest off an orange for many things. And we might use a little, if not on the fish, maybe for a little bit of garnish. So we keep those right there by the grain board. So we keep all the proteins, vegetables separate. We don't want to contaminate anything. It's the worst thing. You can have a great meal, but if you have something contaminated and you have sick people afterwards, then you have completely failed. We don't want that to happen. We've got a little turkey bacon, smoked turkey bacon, which I like to use just because it's a great flavor if you're just trying to get an added flavor to, and we're going to actually saute the ingredients as well, the peppers. This will give it a nice flavor, but it's not overpowering, and you don't have the fat. And with some recipes, the fat is actually a problem. You don't want too much of the fat. This gives you just enough fat, just enough flavor, and you don't have to drain it as much. So remember that. Good for you, and a little bit lighter on the fat, calories. Always something to watch these days. You might as well do what you can. Once again, if it doesn't mess up the integrity of the actual meal. Once planned when I start, I like to have the ingredients, and then I kind of develop the recipe as I go. It's kind of like playing music by ear. I just start to feel it, and I go with it. So anyway, let's see how that works out this time. Our ingredients are out. We do have produce here we want to get out. We've had the onions. Now these are sweet Valdez onions. I don't want the onions to be overpowering, but I want the texture on the fish. This is a very sweet onion. As we all know, Valdez onion, when you cook it, it's even milder. So on the fish, which is a delicate flavor anyway, we want to use a nice mild onion. This is kind of a new development in peppers as far as I'm concerned. I'm not sure the rest of you may know more about it, but these are the sweet pepper variety. They look like a jalapeno. I guess they're in that family. I'm not sure. I'm not a pepper expert. But great flavor for anything like this. And the presentation is wonderful for these because it, of course, the red, the yellow, great on a piece of fish or anything else that you're putting peppers on, and you don't want to use a regular bell pepper. I have incorporated, though, because these aren't green as far as I know, unless it's an actual jalapeno, which we don't want to use for fish right now because also that's more spice than we really want. So we've got a green pepper, so we have to try color. And let's see, lettuce. We're going to have a little salad, maybe use it as a garnish, and my son loves salad, so we'll put it over there because there's nothing else. He doesn't like, I said, he doesn't like fish. We'll cook him a salad. Once again, didn't have lemons, so I got limes. We're going to make those work. All right, this is the fresh snapper we have. As you can tell, just came in off the boat. Some of the family fished this morning on charter, and if you can smell it, it has no smell. It smells just like salt water. That's what you want any fresh seafood to smell like. You want it to smell like it. If it has any odor, it's got some age on it.
Feel the touch of a precious child, and know a mother's love.
These would be overcooked. I want them to.
I thank God for my life, for the stars and stripes.
A little bit of
May freedom forever fly.
integrity.
Let it ring. Salute the ones who die, the ones that give their lives, so we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love, like our chicken fried and cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. I like to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, and know a mother's love.
Cover the variety of these peppers when you're doing the very early part. Are we filming?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. One of the things that's important with these peppers, if you're using a pepper like a jalapeno, most people know this, but just in case you don't, the seeds are one of the hottest parts. They contain the capsaicin, and if you want your peppers to be a little bit mild, this is another nice fillet here. And on there. What we'll do is we'll try to put the larger fillets all in one pan. Then we can cook those to the right temperature, put the thinner fillets on a second pan, and then we can cook them at a separate amount. Because garlic will actually burn in a hot skillet, and it gives it a little bit of an off flavor. So you want to save garlic for the baking process. We're starting to saute our vegetables. Now we're going to turn this down just a little bit while we're adding the other spices. We do not want this to be, while we're not paying attention to it, sorry, right overhead.
That's good.
To this, we're going to add a little bit of dry seasoning, Italian from Tones, just to add a little bit of a Mediterranean flavor to it. Some of the fillets, are going to have a few capers and chopped green olives on them. So we're going to have just a little bit of overall Mediterranean flavor. As I said before, we want this to be flavored, have every flavor in it. As we go, we're going to give this a little toss here. It's okay to get a little browning on the bottom, a little caramelization. Once we get give us some of that flavor. It's going to bring out the flavor in that fish. Now we're going to salt and pepper. The vegetables. A little salt. We're going to salt them again, so we don't need to completely flavor them with the salt. We just want to have them flavored somewhat. Now, always a good idea when you can, when you're not cooking raw ingredients, but vegetables like this, give them a little stir. I still, even though it's a wash and you can toss as you would in a omelet pan, I still like to give them a little bit of, just a little drizzle. Just to give them a little bit of flavor on the clay itself, and it'll cook better. A little olive oil. Now we're really going to put a little, actually, kind of strange for this kind of, but I like to, for this kind of cooking, but I like to go ahead and use this made with olive oil, excuse me, made with olive oil, Olivia Original, flow into fat, has a lot of omega-3, and it actually gives an excellent flavor. So we might add a little more even to the pan, which will give it a little flavor in the liquor this fish produces while it's baking. We're going to bake it at 350, and as the fish is close to done, we're going to put it on broil. Give these vegetables just a little more caramelizing on the top. Bring out a little more flavor. It'll help color and once again caramelize, which you'll hear me use that word a lot. Very important in the cooking process.